People do not like mass shooters, but they do like serial killers, which is interesting, right? We're like, I like them when they're patient with it, you know? Serial killers take their time. I love serial killer stuff. Do you guys like serial killer? Yeah. True crime, yeah. It's all women right now. Okay, yeah. People are always like, women, they love true crime. I'm like, well, it keeps happening to us, so I think we're just keeping tabs right now. I think every dude in the world would be very into serial killers if there were just more women doing it. Ladies, right? Could turn on the news. Maybe they give us a fun nickname for once. They're like, she's at it again, the South Side dick slasher. Slashed 7 last night. Like every guy would be like, whoa. What the hell is that? No, don't change it to the game, Dale. Now we have to solve this mystery. Where's the SSDS? Where's she at? Off diagonally? Is she keeping them? What's happening, man? And my guy friends will still be like, women don't watch sports. I'm like, please, we binge watch the most dangerous sport of all. It's just that the stakes are way higher, right? I'm like, I'm sorry, did your ball go out of bounds? Kelly's been missing for 3 weeks. She is the most out of bounds. Kelly lives, you guys left just hard enough. I always try to watch like the documentaries on female serial killers to like cleanse the palate, you know? But they're never as uplifting as I think they'll be, you know, to be like, we can kill too. They're never good. Women's murder backstories suck. They're so dark, right? We're like, why did you do it? And she's like, I was just beaten and tortured for so many years. Finally, I snapped. You ask any man serial killer and they're like, she parted her hair down the middle. It's kind of my thing. That was Ted Bundy. He loved a middle part, baby. He loved it. Ted Bundy had an ex-girlfriend who visited him in prison, and she asked him, she goes, did you ever try to murder me? Which is a level of petty we should all aspire to. And he went, yeah. I was like, oh my God, that is the kind of open communication that I strive for in my relationships. This one's really dark. He had a wife while he was in prison, and they had a daughter. They had a daughter, which I think is crazy that he had to name a daughter because he killed maybe 100 women, 50, 100. That's like 100 names you can't use. What a weird situation that only he could be in, where his wife is pitching names, and she's like, how about Catherine? And he's like, with a C or with a K? With a C? No. With a K? No. Jane Doe? Absolutely not. Are you crazy? Right? Ted. Oh, Ted. There was another serial killer who came through my old hometown. His name was Israel Keys. He came through my old hometown. He killed 2 of my neighbors. Not funny yet. Okay. Wait. My newspaper tried to pick that story up, and here's the quote that they went with. They said, well, Ted Bundy only killed young, attractive women. Keys had no particular type. Ugh, burn. Like, why are you roasting them? They're already dead. Could be a little bit nicer, right? They could have been like, Ted Bundy's victims were all hot, we know that, but Keys' victims all had great personalities. Fun people, brought dips to parties. We loved them. My favorite serial killer getting caught story is the Golden State Killer. Yeah. Yes, the best, right? So good. Golden State Killer, this guy. He did a lot of his work in like 30 years ago, by the way, and then he retired, which is interesting. He had like he robbed people, and then he murdered them, and then he went back to robbing people, just sort of like a Nicolas Cage-like trajectory with his career. And Golden State Killer, also, this is great. He had neighbors. You know when they interview the neighbors, and the neighbors like, we had no idea. His were like, yeah. This guy sucks. He got caught recently because somebody in his extended family took a genealogy test, like a 23andMe. It's so funny to me, right? That he was just like in his 70s, just like murder, 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 got away with it. And she was somewhere like, are we Scottish? I know we're white, but what kind of white are we? And now he's in jail forever. He also stalked people through their blinds. I was obsessed with this fact. He would watch them for weeks through their blinds, which was upsetting to me because I have blinds that I paid like $5 for, that every time I try to lower them, they go up a little bit higher. They're stuck open. You can see in, right? So I just feel like, I'm like, what do I do in there all the time? And then I remembered that for a long period of time, a few years, I had a chronically itchy asshole. Yeah, I don't know, man. Really go to the doctor. Yeah, it took me a long time, okay? It took me a long time to go to a doctor, let alone speak to you guys about it. Okay? Many years, chronically, medically itchy. And I went to a lot of doctors, okay? Nobody could seem to crack the case. One of them goes, the old itchy scratchies. And that was the most helpful of the doctors. I went to a proctologist. He goes, did you want me to look at it? Yeah, man, I want you to rank it if possible. Give me a note that says it's too tight for anal. Be helpful. I was asking friends for advice. One friend was like, just shave it off. Just shave everything completely smooth back there. Do not do that. It grows back fast and angry. Every time I wiped, just toilet paper would snow globe majestically down. Shredded everything in its path. I say this next part not to shock you guys or to gross you out, but I would oft scratch and then automatically just bring it hence to smell. I'm on your side. I don't like it either, but everyone in here has done that. And it's automatic. We don't mean to do it. I think it was maybe helpful 3,000 years ago. From an evolutionary standpoint where you're trying to get the best genes and you're like, yes, it's good, yes. We make babies now? But now it's nothing. It's nothing now, you know? Now I'm not like, oh my God, it's begonias this time. No, I'm always like, it's shit again. All this is to say that I think the Golden State Killer would be like, hard pass. She's got enough DNA under those fingernails, you know what I mean? No one shakes my hand after shows, and I'm just now realizing I am afraid of an Uber driver abducting me and killing me, because I heard that happened like once. So now I just get into the car as heinously as possible, just in case, right? I'm just like, oh, whoa, what's up? You like gerbils? You ever let them roam around in your sleeves, huh? It itches, I don't know why. Just anything to make the driver be like, oh my God, maybe the next one. I had an Uber driver once. I thought he was gonna kill me because I got into the car and he had a Southern accent. That's it. Whoops, ever find out you're a bigot from the North, huh? To my credit, I got in the car and he goes, do you mind if I pull over to pee? And I was like, I've seen that episode of Forensic Files. No. I said no to his face and he goes, please, I really gotta go. And I was like, ugh, all right. And I was like, God, is that all it takes to murder me? Just ask a second time and that polite woman will automatically kick in. I'm like, well, I wouldn't want to be a bitch about my murder. And he got back in the car, I swear to God, with a piece of metal he found on the side of the road. And he goes, what do you think this is? The murder weapon. Yeah. Then he did not kill me, so 5 stars. Yeah. That's a good ride, baby. This next joke is super dark. You guys, to come with me on it. Because I think about murder a lot, and I think if a murderer were about to kill me and he had not raped me, I would be like, with the corpse though, right? Just gonna murder me based on my personality? You sick fuck. No. I always get bothered by those documentaries where they interview the men and they killed so many women that they don't know where the bodies are. Like, here's what I would do to combat that. I think if somebody's about to kill me, you just gotta yell out something memorable and weird so that they don't forget. He's about to die and you're like, yeah, Triscuits are better than goldfish. He's never gonna forget that. Are you kidding? They're gonna be like, where'd you bury Carmen? He's like, that Triscuit loving bitch. Saved a special spot for her. Ooh, let's play a game. Okay, it's called, I only played it ever once with the first audience. It's called, I call on you, and then I'm about to kill you, and you're about to say your last words, okay? Whatever you say. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Well, first you came. That would have been memorable enough. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. That was amazing. I just made eye contact with you and you're like, please don't do it to me. Please don't do that. Yeah, we don't have to. That was perfect. Are you kidding? We got it. That game is fun. Play that with your friends. That's super fun.